before class.
That man, his form was changed. It was as though that lance was swallowing him whole. Upon that sight, it makes sense that your students were upset. I wonder if those relics truly hide such power.
I think it corrupted
But
him.
even still, that power seems familiar. That form as well. As one who wields the sword of the Creator, does that mean you possess that power too?
Professor, you have returned. The goddess is indeed generous with her divine protection. I have already heard Gilbert's report about what happened. See to it that you keep what transpired at the tower to yourself.
Okay.
People would lose faith in the nobles should rumors spread of one using a relic and transforming into a monster. All regions of Fodland would fall into chaos. We must avoid that at all costs. Please ensure the students who accompanied you understand that as well. Have I made myself clear?
Of course.
His transformation into a black beast was nothing short of divine punishment from the
Okay,
goddess.
corruption.
Punishment for someone arrogant and foolish enough to use a hero's relic even though they were unworthy and unqualified. If someone without a crest were to wield the relic you possess, they would likely meet the same fate as Miklon. You, however, have been chosen. You are worthy of wielding the sword of the Creator.
Okay, it's as I
So
thought.
there is no need to worry. The church will formally return the lance to House Gautier, if you would. You have my gratitude. I can see that I was right to trust you with this. Please report back. I will tell you of your new mission for the coming moon at that time.
Okay. I guess I have to give it to the
I
person
assume
in
the Archbishop was pleased with
the
your
blue line.
performance. Did you return the Lance of Ruin?
I did return it.
I keep thinking about what Gilbert told us. Yes, Miklon was discarded by his family because he was born without a crest. Eventually, he became a masterful thief and gathered enough ruffians to capture a fortress. Right or wrong, he was a gifted leader. He could have been a great asset to Fodlan. What a waste! It's true that a crest can increase your magical abilities and allow you to wield the full might of a hero's relic. But one cannot measure a leader's worth based solely on whether or not they bear a crest. There are plenty of talented people in this world without one.
Isn't isn't she though? She possesses a minor crest, but does she possess a major crest? Yeah, she has a minor... Okay, I'm gonna have to look. I agree.
People believe crests are blessings from the goddess, that they're necessary to maintain order in
This is
Fodlan.
why she doesn't like him.
But the people are wrong. Crests are to blame for this brutal, irrational world we live in. Their power is granted only to a select few, whom we elevate and allow to rule the world. Have you ever wondered if the only way to create a truly free world is to dispense with the goddess and the crests? Do that, and people will have no choice but to rise and fall by their own merits.
This is true.
Lady Edelgard, I question whether you revealed too much to the professor.
Perhaps I did.
It is true that our teacher possesses a rare talent. Even I cannot deny it. The ability to wield the sword of the Creator is concerning.
I've already explained this to you. My power alone is insufficient. That's why I'm borrowing power from those people. If our teacher can wield it in my stead, I believe that would be for the best.
It's a risk. A dangerous one. You leave me no choice but to take matters into my own hands.
Really?
Please excuse me.
I can't hide from the truth. I can't do all that I must on my own. If all I can rely on is my own ambition, my path won't be easy. Is it so risky to reach out my hand? Father, I swear I will not stop until I succeed. My regret, my grief, my whole life, I've thrown it all away into the darkness.
Professor, you have done well to complete such a difficult task. You have shown exceptional skill in leading your students. I am forever grateful for the safe return of the hero's relic. Just as I expected, you have mastered the sword of the Creator. Now then, I shall tell you about your mission for the coming month.
Archbishop!
Seteth, what troubles you?
Flayn is missing. I cannot find her anywhere. Professor, have you seen Flayn recently?
No.
I have searched everywhere. Where could she be? She may be in danger. Oh no, 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 what am I to do?
Calm yourself, Seteth. Professor, we shall continue our discussion another time.
Well, it is possible, since she does have a crest, to wield a weapon now. Now I think about it.
Part 1. White Clouds. Horsebow Moon. Rumors of a rebirth.
It's funny we're only in part 1 still. We're at 10 hours, at least.
As cold air begins to creep in from the north of Fargus, Fodlan welcomes the riches of fall. The women spend their days reaping the golden fields, gratefully embracing the bounty the goddess has once again provided. The men venture into the wilds with horse bows and empty sacks ready to be filled with game.
Yeah, there's shit going on. Yes. I always want to see Edelgard.
Oh, it's you. Out late again, I see. What brings you here? Is it that obvious? I despise being cooped up when sleep evades me. I just have to get some fresh air. So I see. Still, it's ill-advised to stay out so late. I should get some sleep too, but... Have you ever felt a sort of longing for the outdoors? I have. There are times I long for the warmth of the sun, for a sweet breeze on my face. Do you remember what I told you the other night? About my past? None of my siblings had a chance to lead the sort of life they deserved. An ordinary life. My siblings and I were imprisoned underground, beneath the palace. The objective was to endow our bodies with the power of a major crest. I have always possessed the crest of Seiros, inherited through the Hresvelg bloodline. But it was only a minor crest, and most of my siblings bore no crest at all. In order to create a peerless emperor to rule Fodlan, they violated our bodies by cutting open our very flesh. Now here I stand, the fruit of that endeavor, Edelgard von Hresvelg. But that came at too high a price. The others were sacrificed. Ours weren't the only lives devastated by that terrible process. Innocents died as well, without even knowing what they were dying for. And there you have it, the truth of the Hresvelg's empire. The Prime Minister and his gaggle of nobles. They had the empire under their thumbs. My father, the Emperor,
No
tried to
wonder
stop him,
she doesn't
but
like Ferdinand.
it was futile. My father was nothing but a puppet on a string by then. He was powerless to save us. I know how it all sounds. But when you see my true strength, you will know I speak the truth. I have kept it hidden all this time, but I will reveal to you the power of my second crest. It is the same as yours, the crest of flames. When it manifested for me, I swore a silent oath. For the sake of my family, and for all the poor souls whose lives were traded for my existence. For their sake, I will build a world where such meaningless sacrifices never again sanctioned. As Emperor, I will change the world. I swear it.
Holy Mother of God, she has the crest. She can actually use it. I think I can only use one. She's dual crest.
As I believe you are already aware, Seteth's younger sister Flayn has gone
You want
missing.
me to find her?
At present, all we know for certain is that she has not left Garreg Mach.
Flayn is not the type of person to just wander off on her own without telling me where she
True.
is going. We have searched the monastery thoroughly, but have found nothing. I am now mobilizing the knights to begin searching the town. Troubling rumors have been running rampant lately. I do not wish to consider the worst, but...
What?
There are rumors of someone prowling the streets and attacking innocents night after night. The Knights have investigated the matter. They have not discovered any remains, nor have they found any concrete evidence.
The people are panicked. They all insist someone called the Death Knight is coming to claim their souls with his blade.
Wait, we saw Death
There's
Knight.
no way she could have escaped unscathed if she were captured by such a fiend. Where is she?
Seteth, recall that impatience begets error. Please do your best to calm yourself. I think of your sister as family as well. You know that. You have my support. We will devote ourselves fully, mind, body, and soul to recovering her. Professor, your mission for this month is to help find Flayn. The Knights have the town covered, so I ask that you focus your efforts on searching the monastery again. We do not have time to waste. You have your orders.
Flayn has gone missing? Most unsettling.
It doesn't seem likely that she's simply gotten lost. I'll help in any way that I can.
So, our mission this month is to find her? Well then, let us hurry and locate her before anyone else.
I hope Flayn is okay. What would happen if... Just what would we do if... You can't think like that, Byrne. Seteth would have a heart attack if he heard you.
I've heard that she has a crest, but I suppose for this moment that is irrelevant.
We'll start by gathering information. Someone must have seen Flayn recently.
Right. If we work together, I'm certain we'll find her.
Does she actually have a crest, though? We don't have class next week. It's Petra's birthday. I'm gonna host a tea party because I can.
You have my thanks for giving me your spare time. I have gratitude. It's needing sweetness. Yes. Inspirational. Yes. No.
Ah, it should have been Knights probably. I had a feeling it should have been that.
Yes. Inspirational.
Does like to read.
I will be waiting happily for you to be inviting me again.
Steel axe. Okay, I need to look at... Let's look at support right now so we can get through these.
I'm not finished with you. I am Caspar! What's going on, Hubert? You need something?
I watched you training earlier. Pitiful display.
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
You yell before every move.
I know. I do it on purpose. It's how I get fired up. Was that a problem for you? You scared?
Stupid habit. If you value your life, you'll
This is
break
true.
it.
What are you
Telegraphing.
talking about? It sounds like you might have a problem with me.
As a matter of fact, I do. If it was only your own idiotic life at stake, I wouldn't bother saying anything. But it's not. Your foolishness hurts everyone.
Ooh, you sure do love to hear yourself talk.
Suppose you were to shout on the battlefield as you did in your training today. It is very likely the enemy could anticipate your next move based on your insipid blather. And what if your allies are startled by your outburst and fumble with their weapons as a result? This is not to mention the obvious fact that you would utterly botch any covert operation.
You really think I'm that stupid?
Yeah.
I only shout when it's completely necessary. I don't do it all the time.
Whatever habits you develop in training, you will reproduce on the battlefield. Combat is tense
True.
and frantic. You will default to your training whether you mean to or not.
Hey, why don't you just shut up about it? I can control myself.
Hubert's making so many friends. Wow. Leonard and everyone else.
You're looking pretty tired, Linhart. I think you could use a little more of the fighting spirit.
I believe you have enough fighting spirit for the both of us.
Enough? There's no such thing. You need as much as you can get if you're gonna train.
I'd rather pace myself. You're becoming too much like your father. I still recall with startling clarity the time he forced me to do some training.
Ha! I remember your father wasn't too happy about that. Our fathers actually got into a fight over it.
They hate one another so much. I simply cannot fathom what's wrong with the two of them.
I wish they'd just have it out already. One big fight to settle things. My father would win, obviously, but it would still be fun to watch.
That would be rather cruel. I don't think anyone in Fodlan could beat up your father. My father does have the height advantage, though.
Height advantage? What does that matter?
When two opponents are of similar strength, the one with the height advantage wins. It's pure math.
Whoever forces the other to submit wins. That's how fighting works. It has nothing to do with height.
Brute strength alone doesn't decide a fight. And taller people have longer limbs, too. Longer limbs equates to a longer reach. Taller people can hit you from farther away. Oh, and they have more leg strength. There's also that... Well, I'm bored explaining this. I think you get my point.
No, I don't get it. Now you're talking about limb length and reach? None of that matters when you're up close and brawling.
You know, I'm going to agree with you just so I don't have to keep talking.
If you've got something else to say, then come out and say it. Actually, no, forget this. I'll prove it to you myself. Some of those new knights look pretty tall. I'll fight one just for you.
And off he goes.
Well, he'll get better at fighting, that's for sure.
They're all so strong, I couldn't land a single blow.
So it's as I said then, isn't it? The tallest fighter has the advantage. And my father could beat yours in a fight.
Doesn't always have the advantage unless if you know how to do if you know how to
believe a nap
commit leverage and everything like that.
This is lovely. Just feel that breeze.
Dorothea, whatever are you doing here?
I was thinking of relaxing here, but it looks as if someone else is lounging in my spot already. Taking a nap in public like this? Really, Lynn. The nobles look down on such behavior.
You do know I am of noble birth.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just teasing. You never do act very noble, though. Why is that?
Each person must follow their own way. This is how I prefer to live. Even if some of the more pretentious nobles like to poke fun at my ways.
Doesn't that bother you? I mean, really? It doesn't hurt your pride or anything?
What use is pride? It doesn't feed nor clothe you. It offers no warmth on a cold night.
First time I've heard a noble say something like that.
Well,
Yeah.
most nobles are... Oh, what is the polite way to say it? Fools.
Yeah.
Yes, they are fools. As for myself, my father is the Minister of Domestic Affairs, and he has pride enough for the both of us. For example, did you know he and the Minister of Military Affairs cannot get along, although they value each other greatly? His pride gets in the way, so he can't make amends. That is why there is discord between civil ministers and military officers in the Empire. And so pride serves no good purpose in politics either. So tell me, what use is it?
I wonder if bad blood between civil and military leaders is somewhat unavoidable. The Minister of Domestic Affairs is in charge of all civil officials, so if they just give in easily, their subordinates would lose respect, right? I get the feeling that if your pride isn't equal to the responsibility you bear, then you aren't fit to lead. Also, I happen to think pride can be quite charming.
And how necessary is charm? It just gets in the way of living your life.
Well, this couple isn't
If you
going to
lack
happen.
charm, nobody will give you a second glance.
Right, which means more time for napping.
Lynn, you can't really believe what you're saying, can you?
Well, those two aren't getting together.
Petra, would you pause a moment?
Yes? Are you wanting something?
I was observing your spear work, and I wonder if you don't think your transitions are sloppy. The way you move your arm before a strong thrust hinders your movement and slows your spear on its way back. It leaves a rather large opening.
Which arm? My left or right?
I think the right... No, actually it's both. It's something about the way you move your elbows.
I am not understanding. Can you show me, please?
Demonstrate? No, I'd hate to get sweat all over my book.
But I must correct this. Please. Or are you unable to do, and you can only teach?
I am more of a theorist than a practitioner. I advise and you implement. Very simple.
Then, please advise again.
It's all quite simple. Sometimes you make a big stab downwards, right? Before that, you lift up. At that point, you sort of let the tension go and stop. It ruins the momentum of the stab.
How can I be lifting up with no unnecessary moving?
It's the arm movement that's extraneous. Calculate the locus of the spear and the elasticity of the muscles.
Locus? Elasticity? Can you not just be showing me? Please. If you are showing me, I will learn it with quickness.
I won't waste your time with such demonstrations. You're a smart one, Petra.
You're scared.
You'll sort it out. Besides, I need to go now. I have a prior appointment to keep.
Linhardt only likes talking. It is on myself to prevail.
Yes, it is, girl. You do you.
All right, time for some more. Oh, Petra. Hi.
Caspar, do you want to train with each other?
Yeah, sure.
You have had new training recently, and great improvements. I want great improvement too. Will you give me help?
Well, hey, look at that. You pay more attention than I gave you credit for. I have been trying new training methods. They're definitely paying off. My movements are much sharper lately, more precise.
I am knowing that. I want that too. You teach, I learn. We both get more strength. It will be greatness.
All right. I mean, I guess we can give it a shot. Petra?
Yes, Caspar?
No, never mind. Sorry. I was just thinking about something else. Nothing at all. Let's train.
I heard a question in your voice. Say it.
No. It's really nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I will not be worrying. Can we begin the training?
Ah, fine. We can talk about it if you insist. You can stop pretending like you don't know.
What am I knowing?
About my father.
Your father? He is of the military in the Empire. I hear he has great skill.
No, not that. Well, it's kind of about that. I'm talking about when Dagda and Bridget invaded the Empire. My father led the Empire's army that fended off the invaders. Your father was in that battle. Did you really not know? My father killed yours.
You... How long have you had this knowing?
I just found out recently. I had no idea before then. But it's all I've been able to think about since.
So, now you have the truth.
Petra? Damn it. What am I supposed to do now?
Damn. Hubert? How do I know? What is that? How do I know if he's maxed something? He's a dark seal. Okay, we'll just pull it over.
I've passed.
Oh!
I passed things.
Ah, okay.
What a strange... I wanna get all the abilities. I'll have this down.
And then I'll switch for the main event.
All kinds of witch.
Edelgard.
Okay. Okay. Not using black magic. Eventually I might put her. I crit. Sword of the Creator. Okay, so that has to be a Sword of the Creator one. Is anything new? No. Any new items? No. C plus professor level, which we don't have. But to me, Delivery. Herbs.
Oh my. Just one small girl who's gone astray has caused all this. We cannot let this stand. You must do all you can to find out where she's gone. Now ask around to see what information you can find. Come now, no time to waste.
I hope you're up for a challenge.
Okay. We're already here at the training grounds. Let's just go inside and...
Did you hear about Flame? Some of the lower-ranked knights are searching for her. I'll take it. Huh. 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 Huh.
I'm gonna wait to do anything until we're done. I know whose this is right off the bat.
I bet Flame ran away. She couldn't stand being held back by Seth any longer. I can empathize. I know what it's like to have an overbearing...
Flame's gone missing. Where could she be? If it were an ordinary kidnapping, you'd think there'd be a demand for ransom or something.
Yeah, I don't think this is normal by any means.
We must begin our search for Flame, Professor. If she ran off of her own free will, that's her business. For her sake, I suggest we assume that she would... Who benefits? Let's gather all the information.
Okay.
I have a favor to ask. A lost... A lost... A lost... A lost... A lost...
Does she like flowers? Nature. She likes nature. So that would be flowers, my
We
guess.
must begin. If she ran for her... Who ben... Let's gather all... I appreciate it.
Let's see. I have thoroughly surveyed the entire monastery. Perhaps we must seek out personal recounts rather than physical evidence.
I've heard the monastery is full of secret passages. If there is no sign of Flame's departure, whatever has happened, I hope she is all right.
Where could Flame have gone? Do you think she's really been kidnapped? I hear Tomas has been going around, but he's probably just worried, though it wasn't just Flame. He was asking about you and Captain Gerald, too. Someone lost. Someone lost.
Oops.
Someone. Someone. Someone.
Was lacking in training.
If Flame were taken hostage, I expect perhaps this is not a kidnapping at all. Do you suppose she could have simply run away? If that is the case, it is unlikely.
I don't know what even he would be into. Let's cut this way and then up.
Okay.
Professor, I've only ever spoken to Flame a handful of times. She always seems so naive about the ways of the world. I'm worried about her. Yes, I'm afraid so.
I don't think she's that,
What the?
Do you really think Flame was kidnapped? Do you think she ran off on her own? Did you find... Did you... Did you... Did you find... Did you...
Not lacking. I don't know what to give her either. I want her. Mercedes. I mean, let's try.
Oh, you want me? I'm already having so much fun.
Magic and bow.
Do you really? Oh my, this is... Flame was child-napped. That is what you are thinking? And the... I must... Shamir is a knight not like other knights. Her movements are being reminders of... No. Before she was here... This is not...
Likes training.
This is not...
Wait, she has an encyclopedia of sweets. She likes sweets, right?
Did you find...
No.
Hey, Professor, I saw her running off somewhere in a terrible hurry. I wonder if it has anything to do with Flame's disappearance. Do you know, Professor? Oh, yes. Didn't you know? She was the senior diva in our opera company. How did you know I lost this? Thank you for bringing it back to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you, Professor.
Professor! Professor! I saw him. A knight wielding a gigantic scythe. He was just like the rumors say. All covered in... You don't think he has something to do with...
Manuel's office is upstairs. I wonder if this is where she went.
Well...
That is all I can ask. She would never have left the monastery of her own.
Hey, you!
Oh.
Because of Flame's disappearance, but we haven't found a single lead. What's that? You're looking for Manuela? She was carrying something. A mask of some sort. I'm not close to the guy, so I can't say.
The guys always came off as strange.
Miss Flane's whereabouts? We do not seem to have... No, that... No. 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 No.
See what he gives. Ooh.
Reflecting on it now, she appears young, yet there's something about her that seems much older than her years suggest. You might be right. Hey! That! Yes, I'm actually very busy right.
Here's another magic.
Well...
There's nothing here. I'm just gonna fast forward up the cathedral. If I find out I won't be able to live without money, I would get married someday, but I refuse to go back to being poor.
I've served here at Garrick Mach and some... But after all that time, even searching the entire interior, it makes you wonder who did... There are fragments of records remaining from its original...
Architecture could be different. There's a lot about plants.
Dear goddess, please watch over Flame. Please protect her. May I ask a favor? What's this? What's this? Oh, Professor. Excuse me.
Still magic.
Need something? This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set. See you again soon.
What? Professor, have you still not... I have looked everywhere. Not even the knights on guard have seen anything. Yes. Let us... May the goddess protect...
I would love to spend that time, but I definitely need to find out. should really be walking around.
Professor!
Oh.
What is it? Is something the matter? I will do what I can. It seems that you are a bit suspicious of me. It has been 2 decades since I last... It is only natural to be curious.
Bro. Makes sense.
There have been a lot of rumors swirling. You don't think Flame was, you know, whether the rumors are true? Huh?
Internet is more magic.
A lost item. A lost.
I can't believe Flame just disappeared. Oh, are you here? Alois and Shamir and all the... Thanks, Professor. I don't know. I don't know who... I don't know.
Whoa. I can only imagine how worried Seth must. I was originally assigned to investigate. When I think how many more victims that... I'm sorry. That was...
Let's see.
If Flame has been taken hostage, then we know she... There would be no point to abduct. That's only logical, Professor.
Flame? No, I just recently learned she has a crest. If it was a particularly rare crest, oh no, I'm not accusing... That's not mine.
Really?
That's not mine. That's not mine. That's not... That's not...
Professor.
Young Flames, what? Who would suspect me? You know what? I'll tell you who. A fool, that's who. Flame's crest, the major crest of Sethlin, is rare, but there are others who possess it. I can't believe I...
Who owns
This
territory?
might be the first time. If poor Flame was lured away by any... I personally think the clear suspect is that miscreant from Dusker.
I don't think that's the case.
Professor?
Greetings, Professor. There is a masked individual who has been going into town. You see?
Nothing gets past this guard.
What brings you here? Is this about Flane? You find me suspicious. True. Your point being? I understand that I don't fit in, but that hardly links me to Flane.
It's true.
It's not my... It's not... It's not... It's not...
I have no idea
not-
what you like.
It's not... It's not... You seem busy, Professor. I'm busy as well.
What's LUV? Is that? LUV is what? LUV is the... Not logic. It's leveling. I just have to level my character. That's it. Nice.
What? Hello there.
Ooh.
This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome.